Welcome everybody. In today's video I wanted to do a little quick review about my bike. I've had this bike for about, I want to say 5,700 miles, and I know the internet has already informed most of you guys who are watching this video about the potential issues and some problems that the 660s bring. I'm gonna go over the stuff that I've gone, or I guess the potential issues I face, and also something to be aware of. But yeah, let's get through them together. Yeah, so first of all, I made a video about this recently, but the first issue I want to call out with the, I want to say probably 22 and older, so 21, 20, what was there 20? Probably not 20. But anyways, the older or the first generation of the 660s, I know this little shifter rod joint thing was an issue. As you can see, I used a different bolt with a 9-lock washer and also safety wired it. The issue is this thing doesn't tighten hard enough and it comes off. So that's a pretty big hazard, but nothing too biggie. If you're aware of it and act upon it, you should be fine. Cool, so the second, I guess, issue that kind of popped up for me was this bike is just notorious for being vibrating. It's a twin, right? A parallel twin. And yeah, just everything shakes. So a lot of bolts will come loose, a lot of sensors will probably go out of whack. And if you have the Tuono factory or even the RS, or I guess even the Tuono base, and bought the IMU, the vibration can actually become an issue for you. Issue meaning that it doesn't do anything in terms of like limiting the bike, or it doesn't become rideable. The issue is you get a warning on the dash which will bug the shit out of you. All your IMU sensors go out of whack, so it'll say something like you did a negative 180 degree lean, for example. The top speed is off, so any kind of like data collection gets thrown off once the IMU goes out of whack. And the fix or the resolution to that is you can get a damper, Gabriel's damper. He sells a damper so that it damps the IMU, and that's an option. Second option is you could come up with your own dampening material, right? You could put some kind of rubber mat or rubber pad, come up with rubber washers, whatever it is. If it works, it works. For me personally, I tried the Gabriel's damper, but there's still like contact with the IMU and the tank, I think, when it was getting pressed down, and relayed the vibration onto the IMU. And on the first in-lap, at a track, the sensor will go off, and just drove me crazy. But I did my own remedy, did my own dampening pad or damping pad. Took it to a kart track to test it. Didn't get any warning lights, so I'm guessing it's fixed. So that's issue number 2. Alrighty, third potential issue is, it's all dependent on how you ride, right? What kind of body position you can actually carry when you're on the bike and whatnot. This bike itself is very light, nimble, it's very flickable, therefore it's easy for you to go left and right. And that also means that you might hit this lean, aggressive lean, faster than you expected, and it kind of scared me at first, but I actually started dragging like the stock components, stock controls, like the rear set. I was, dragging the stock belly little cover here. This aftermarket exhaust was already dragged. You can see that, the carbon fake tip is all like cut off. Well, now it's not dragging anymore because I actually shortened this exhaust. So this exhaust was actually I want to say this much longer, but I took it to a shop, fab shop, and they cut it and re-riveted and made the can shorter. Tested it at Chuck and various tracks and did not drag anymore. But that's the third potential issue. Your rear set, and also depending on what exhaust you have, it may drag depending on how much lean or how much you put the bike down. So yeah. Okay, moving on to the next potential issue, and the notorious issue that 660 owners have is there's a leak, right? Like I've mentioned earlier, the bike itself is very vibrating, therefore these bolts will move or potentially move. If you actually look closely here, I use painter's marker to mark where the bolts are. I actually do this retorquing after so many track days, so many races, just to be on top. I got lucky so far with this because I know a lot of people have had the leak where the water pump is, especially over here. This part leaks, apparently the belly pan leaks too. So far nothing for me, it's just dirty, but no oil, no leaks, as you can see. Super clean, super pristine. super blessed, super thankful that, you know, maybe it was just a lucky draw, but yeah, no issues so far. But something to be on the lookout for. It leaks are a lot here apparently, like this area. So yeah, I think that's it. I, you know, went around the bike, circled it around, try to see where I can find potential issues of the things, or the things that I've experienced where I found it to be an issue. I think that's it, sums it up. Other than that, this bike itself has been super wonderful, zero complaints, loving it. You know, obviously I'm riding it like crazy, as you can see. I may do a build video soon on like the stuff that I've done to the bike to make it into a race bike. But yeah, be on the lookout, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. If you have any questions, concerns, comments about the 660, let me know.